What's the difference between a keyboard and a synthesizer? Real quick, to me, a keyboard is a instrument with a piano type interface that has sounds built in. It's got the piano sound, it's got the string sound, it's got the organ sound, it's got sounds on deck built in. A synthesizer, a lot of the time, also has preset sounds built in, but usually I would say piano, organ, strings, all those guys, they're not really on a synthesizer's agenda. A synthesizer is a tool to create your own sound, more or less. There's a lot of overlap now. Like, there's a lot of keyboards, things that I would consider a keyboard that do a form of synthesis. And there's a lot of synthesizers that incorporate real deal sampled sounds, right? But traditionally, on a synthesizer, when they first came out back in the day, the synthesizer was like, oh, you can make your own sound. Oh, you want a flute? Okay, well, use this instrument and you can make it. You want a trumpet? You can make the sound of a trumpet. You would use the tools on board to sculpt a sound into sounding more or less like a flute, like this. A flute, right? Keyboards, a lot of the time, aren't really editable in the same way that a synth would be. A lot of them have editing capabilities, but it's not really crucial to have to break the sound down to its like fundamental elements like you could on a synthesizer. And this is kind of a matter of semantics because like you might argue that a synthesizer has a keyboard and a keyboard has a keyboard, like it's the actual keys. And sometimes a synthesizer doesn't even have a damn keyboard and it's just a box that can get triggered from other things. But if somebody comes looking for a keyboard, I'm gonna take them to things like this, or this guy by Roland, or this Yamaha with realistic keys and realistic piano sound. Your favorite keyboard player might have a synthesizer, but that's probably not where he's getting his realistic choir sounds. It could be if they're made well in the synth. But yeah, more or less, synthesizer, you make your own sound. Keyboard, you play with the sound that the instrument provides for you. All right, subscribe if you can. That would be great. Take care.